How do you figure out what is the best price to pay for your next gaming mouse? Should you just buy the most expensive one? The cheapest? The most hyped? In this video, we're going to dive deep into the Razer Viper V4 Pro and its budget clones. And we'll see if we can help you answer these questions. When choosing a gaming mouse, I would recommend considering a few things. First, shape is king. Whether you're looking at premium models or budget alternatives, the right shape can make all the difference in your gaming performance. Shape matters more than any spec sheet ever could. Once you've found the perfect fit for your hand, it's all about getting the best internal performance that fits your budget. Secondly, avoid the marketing fluff like 8K polling, high DPI, all these other things. To give you an example, here's why you should avoid this trap. Polling rate is how often your mouse updates your PC. Anything above 1K polling has small incremental increases. If you run at higher polling rates, you're sending so much extra information to your CPU, you could end up having stuttering or other CPU-caused issues, especially on low-end PCs or gaming mice with poor firmware implementations. Personally, I play with my polling rate at 2 to 4K. Let me know what polling rate you use and what kind of PC hardware you have in the comments and if you've experienced any issues as well. Today we're comparing the Razer Viper V4 Pro and its clones. These mice are excellent for FPS shooters, MOBAs, and any game that calls for quick mouse movement and precision clicking. From top-tier flagship models to budget-friendly alternatives, I'm here to help you decide which one is worth your penny. Keep in mind, I've purchased and thoroughly used each mouse on this list enough to have a solid opinion on each one. First up, let's look at the king of the hill, the grand poobah, the cat's meow as they say, the Razer Viper V4 Pro. This mouse has it all, but does it justify the price tag? The V4 Pro is a beast in every sense. It feels solid and refined, and if this shape is what you want, then you're in luck because I have 3 gaming mice with the same shape that'll cost you less than this flagship mouse. If you have medium to large hands like me, 19 centimeters by 8 centimeters, you should be able to claw, palm, or fingertip grip the Viper V4 Pro and any of the mice in this video. All these mice are considered lightweight gaming mice. They range from 50 grams to 62 grams at the heaviest, and even that's super light. The stock coating is really smooth on the Razer Viper V4 Pro, but with that smoothness, it gets activated by warm hands or sweaty hands and makes it really grippy. I have dry hands, so any mouse that has a smooth coating, I always add grip tape to make it easier for me to grip. The stock skates are really good on the Viper V4 Pro. It makes it easy to do a flick and stop and not overshoot once you get used to how quick they are. The biggest strengths, I'd have to say, is the top tier build quality and durability, and it also comes with a 2-year warranty. Has probably some of the best battery life that I've ever seen, boasting 180 plus hours at 1K polling. You're not going to have to charge us that much. You're not going to experience much latency when you're gaming with this mouse. It's going to feel fluid and intuitive without having to think about it. This is all due to Razer's own sensor that they built, and also to the optical clicks that they have in there. The sensor was built for a high-end refresh rate gaming and can handle high frames and high polling rate better than any gaming mouse I've tried. So if you have the PC that can push the higher polling rates like 4, 6, and 8K, you can do it with this mouse and it's not going to hold you back. There's only a few weaknesses that I can see with this mouse. The price point is pretty high, especially if you can get a similar mouse for 30 to 60% cheaper and only lose 15 to 25% of performance. So $159.99 is a little up there. So tell me if you think it's worth the price. For those chasing the absolute best, the Razer Viper V4 Pro is nearly perfect, and it's priced like it knows it's that good. Up next, we have the Razer Viper V3 Pro, the granddad compared to the V4 Pro, but still holding its own in the market. Let's see how it measures up. Its specs are just a little bit slower than the newer version, but can still compete, and it's a win for anybody that wants to save $50 and still get a top-tier gaming mouse. The mouse is well balanced just like the V4 Pro and has the same quality coating. The clicks are crisp and responsive, and they do have an audible difference than the V4 Pro. The V4 Pro sounds a little bit pingy, and some people claim they dislike it. I don't notice either one, and I do hear the difference, but it doesn't bother me either way. Some of the biggest strengths are excellent value at $110. When using it, it does everything above average and has a solid track record of performance and reliability. It has an optional SE version with 1K polling rate that has dropped around $50 to $60 from time to time when it's on sale. Insta buy if you see it. Even though the battery does not last as long as the V4 Pro, it is a long lasting battery, especially if you adjust the software to toggle between low polling rate when not gaming and whatever polling rate you prefer when gaming. The feature is also available on the V4 Pro as well. I'm getting about 95 hours at 1K polling with this mouse. Probably some of the biggest weaknesses I can see is we can talk about how good it is with latency, sensors, clicks, weight, etc. But it is still basically in the shadow of the Viper V4 Pro. If you can't stand having the newest and best, this will be hanging over your head while you're playing with this mouse. I highly recommend this if you want a flagship performance and save a little bit of money. As a side note, if you do try out the V4 Pro, you will notice the upgrade and you will feel the differences. But if you don't know that they're there, you can stick with the V3 Pro and be okay with it. Now let's shift gears and look at a budget option that packs flagship performance. This is the ATK Blazing Sky X1 V2 Ultra Max. That's a mouthful. The question is, can this mouse deliver top tier gaming experience for under $60? The stock coating is decent and very similar to the Razer Viper V3 and V4, but as usual, I added grip tape to improve the feel. The stock skates can be upgraded for better performance as well. They are not great out of the box. One nice thing about this is it comes in 5 different colorways, which is definitely a bonus, and its biggest strength is the excellent value at $58.98, and it also has Bluetooth as well, and it has massive battery life at 1K polling, which gives you around 400 plus hours. This is where the little bit extra weight comes in on this mouse, is the battery. Solid budget performance. The biggest weakness I would say is it's not quite as refined as either Viper, and I have heard of potential quality control issues. So is it worth it? I would say absolutely. For under $60, you're getting flagship level performance. The main difference is in the build quality. The X1 V2 offers the same shape with fewer premium features. A great budget option that holds its own against much pricier alternatives. Last but definitely not least, we have the Shark X11, bringing decent performance at an even lower price. Let's see if this one can hold up. This has the same great shape as the Viper V3 and V4, but it is the heaviest of all 4 mice and is a little bit back heavy. So if you pick up your mouse a lot, you're going to feel the back end drag, or if you go for a strong flick and you have a light grip, you might feel that as well. The stock coating is decent, but I definitely will add grip tape to this one if and when I use it a lot more. It's just really chalky, which feels a little bit better for my dry hands and for gripping, but I don't like the texture of the chalkiness, even though it gives me better grip. This comes in at an excellent value of $30.99, and you can find it on sale often. The battery life is great, and when it's dying and you get up and leave, you can place it on the dock so that it'll charge. Probably its biggest disadvantage is that all of the internals on this mouse are just behind. They're not even a couple steps behind. They're several steps behind. The difference being is mice have gotten to a point where over the last 2 to 3 years, there's not much to improve, and there's very, very small incremental improvements. So if you're on a tight budget and you have about $30 to spend on a mouse, feel pretty confident that you can get this and not feel bad about it. And this gives you one of the most affordable Razer Viper Pro clones on the market today with very little sacrifice. Let's recap on these mice that we talked about. Both the Razer Pro V4 and V3 are excellent. The Pro offers a slightly better sensor and longer lasting battery life and better clicks. However, if you're not chasing the latest and state-of-the-art tech, the V3 Pro is still an incredible choice at a lower price point. And if you can find the V3 Pro SE for around $60, that's definitely a steal and a must buy. Also, keep in mind the Razer Viper V4 Pro is missing the most current technology and innovation that they have in the mouse market, and that is the adjustable clicks on the Logitech Super Strike. I'm not going to go into that because I already did a whole video about it at the beginning of the series, but go back and check it out. It's definitely worth listening to if you have to have the most absolute, strongest, and latest technology that's available. The ATK Blazing Sky X1 delivers nearly identical performance to the higher tier models, but at a fraction of the cost. It's the best budget option in the lineup, and I would say maybe you lose 15 to 20% in performance, but you're saving even more of that in dollar amounts. So great price to performance. The Shark X11 versus all the higher tier mice, all I can say is budget. If you're on a budget and you don't have a lot to spend, this is an excellent option to save all that money. From the very top tier, you're saving $120. That's insane. and the performance is maybe 40% less. So definitely worth it. If I was going to rank them, here's what I would rank each mouse. The Razer V4 Pro is best overall performance. It's not perfect because it's missing the adjustable clicks that you can get on the Super Strike, but I prefer this mouse because everything else about this mouse is great. Where the Super Strike, it just has mushy side buttons and a lot of the stuff is outdated and they just put new tech inside it. The ATK Blazing Sky X1 is probably the best value for the money. You get flagship performance at a super budget price. The Razer V3 Pro, the granddad of the lineup, is still excellent but slightly outdated. Don't know if I'd recommend this one over the other options we have here. And then the Shark X11, decent option for those on the tightest budget of all, around $30 or less. All right, so which mouse should you get? If you're chasing pure performance and don't mind splurging, go with the Razer V4 Pro. It's a no-brainer. If you want top tier features without breaking the bank, the ATK Blazing Sky X1 V2 is your best bet. And if you're on a budget but still need something reliable, the Shark X11 is worth considering. At the end of the day, the best mouse isn't the most expensive one. It's the one that fits your hand and you can afford. Check out the rest of the Flagship series. I have affiliate links to each featured mouse in the description below on YouTube, as well as a link to the Flagship series playlist. If you're on TikTok, it's linked in my bio. And don't forget, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm letting one lucky winner choose any mouse that has been featured in this series. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment on any video in the Flagship Mouse series. Remember, your first comment on any of the 4 videos equals 1 entry, and you can get up to 4 entries. The giveaway, unfortunately, is only for the US, and all I can say is good luck. And if you've watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. Tomorrow morning, I'll have a new daily deals video where I feature any kind of tech. So always stop by every day. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.